What are the main functions of the management? POSDC, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. We don't have to study them in detail here because there are specific chapters 4 to 8 where these functions are covered separately in detail. So here we just have to understand what these functions are. Planning is the first step. When a plan is made, the management decides what is to be done and by whom. High-level planning means setting the goals for the entire organization and deciding the strategy for achieving those goals. Organizing is the next step, where the management organizes the basic resources like finance, land, machinery, etc. Here, the management will also decide how the team should be structured and what kind of people are required for the organization. Next, you have staffing, which is finding the right people, either internally from within the organization or externally by recruiting new people. Here, the people will also need to be trained to do the job that they are being hired for. Directing is next, because when the production actually starts, the management needs to direct the teams by giving instructions, by managing shifts, by motivating the workers. When the work is actually happening, then the management needs to control the work. Controlling means measuring and monitoring the performance of the workers. It also means measuring and monitoring the quality of the product or the quality of the service, which is quality control, and also measuring efficiency to make sure that time and resources are not being wasted. And when performance, quality and efficiency are being monitored, if any problems are found, then corrective actions are required to fix the issues and preventive actions to prevent the issues in the future. So these are the main functions of the management. In your textbook, it is also explained that while these functions may be shown as distinct or separate functions, managers are rarely able to do any of these functions in isolation or separately. For example, when you are planning, you may also be organizing and changing your plans based on your learnings. You may be staffing and changing your plans on the basis of the type of people that you are able to hire. These functions are so interrelated that it is very difficult to pinpoint where one function ends and where the next function begins. Now, one very important point that you need to notice here is that coordination is in the middle of all of these functions. Why? In many organizations, there are different teams or different persons performing these different functions. In large companies, there may be different teams performing different parts of the same function. For example, within control itself, there may be a production control team, there may be a finance control team. All of these different functions and these different teams are linked together through coordination. So next, we will look at coordination in detail.